If you make the narrator angry, the video ends. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. You're telling me there's a Ultra Deluxe edition of the Stanley Parable. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? Yes, I have. Very long time ago. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Barely visible. Please enter the current time. You want me to enter the current time? Well, I'm just gonna keep it this way. 12 a.m. You are playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Wow, it's been such a long time since I played Stanley Parable. I made it. When I first started YouTube, I played Spooky's House of Jump Scare, Undertale, and the Stanley Parable, and oh man. Oh, but let's not stray off the path.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Ah, I miss that voice of yours. There's sexy
Stanley
voice of
worked
yours.
for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Sounds very familiar.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Oh.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
That sounds like a
Although
typical
others
life
might have
in
considered it soul-wrenching,
America.
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Uh-huh.
Stanley was happy.
Was he actually, though?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single
This should
order
sound very
had
familiar
arrived
to
on the
those who
monitor
played
for
the
him
Stanley
to follow.
Parable a long time
No
ago.
one had showed up
If you
to
don't know
give
what
him
this is,
instructions,
then maybe
call
you're a tad
meeting,
bit too young.
or even
Maybe.
say
Maybe.
hi.
I don't know.
Never in all
Or you just
his
never
years
encountered
at the
this game.
company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Clearly.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright, so if you guys know how to play this game, welcome to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition. And plus, for this, if I make the narrator angry, the video ends. But I'm gonna play through this normally and listen to the narrator in the beginning to see, if anything changed. Nothing.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
This is
Stanley
exactly the
decided
same.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Well, it's exactly the same as I remember. It's exactly the same as I remember. Oh man, did nothing change? What's so different about Ultra Deluxe? I pay $16.66 for this. Nothing seemed to have changed for this. Wow, it kind of feels weird coming back to the Stanley Parable.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, alright. I am listening. I'm a great listener. Thank you, narrator, because I'm not trying to piss you off right now. I'm trying to...
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, time to go to the boss's office. Broom closet. Ah, my favorite
Stanley
place.
stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Yes, Captain. Alright, where do I go? Upstairs?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Why is it
office.
so red down there? I don't like the look of that. But for now, I am listening to the narrator, because I must not piss them off. What is this? This is the boss's office?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Well, this is some fancy-ass office.
Unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the
Really?
boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Ooh, extra secret.
2845.
Oh man, but
But
I
of
would
course,
never know that.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I know. How was Stanley supposed to know that the passcode is supposed to be 2845? Oh. What do I do? I don't know. Stanley has to look for clues.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
28445. The number just came into my mind, dude.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, I didn't like this part back then. It felt like a horror game here. So dark. I still haven't encountered any new content.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
What?
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Ooh. All right. Now, narrator, where do you want?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Sure. You know, I'm not trying to piss you off in the first round. I'm trying to see, you know? Trying to see what happens. What is this? A button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
This is exactly the same. What's different? Maybe it's because I'm listening to the narrator, or maybe I bought the wrong one.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
How could it be? What's the narrator's name? I'm pretty sure he has a name, right? What is this?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
That sounds familiar to this current scenario.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
What's gonna happen now?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
No, I can never
And
let
as the cold
someone
reality
control
of his
my
past
life.
began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
I
For
agree.
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yes, let us end this horrible machine. Terrible machine. What happened?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Was it over?
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened,
Oh, the scene was
Stanley
beautiful
reflected
to
on
me.
how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Man, this scene was so
What
beautiful
other
when I
mysteries
first saw it
did
in the
this
Stanley
strange
Parable.
building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go.
Tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
This looks so beautiful for some reason.
The only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Yes, narrator. I am an independent man. I will not listen to anyone in this world. I can only bring my own freedom.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path.
I can't stop admiring.
This was
just
exactly
looks beautiful
the way,
for some reason.
Right now,
I don't know why. It's just
things
personally
were
for
meant
me.
to happen. And Stanley was happy.
That made me happy. But no! Nothing changed! Alright, now it's time for me to try and piss off the narrator. Alright, narrator, it's time for me to piss you off.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What shall I do?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, that's for now. I know some secrets. I know you can smash a window one of these places. I know there's 425 you can keep.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it
What are
didn't
the
make
numbers?
a single
I could, like-
difference. Nor did it advance the story in any way.
Ooh. Info received? Nothing? Okay. Man, okay. How to piss off the narrator? There's so many ways. If the narrator gets angry, the video ends. Now the thing is,
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
What about
he
the
entered the
right?
door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
maybe I don't know.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
I
it.
do love the employee lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
He's not
It had
angry
really
yet.
been
He
worth
just
the
sounds
detour
annoyed.
After all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
I do have to
Stanley
admire
simply
it.
stood here, drinking it all in.
I know, it's so beautiful. Oh, alright, let's keep going.
But
now.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No! I want to keep going. Forward. What is it?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh. Alright, cargo it is.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
What makes you say
I'm
that?
not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Oh!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his
I am
death.
my own independent
Good job,
man!
Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I am very powerful! Damn it! Okay, trust me on this. Go back to that
All of
scene,
his
alright?
co-workers left.
Alright, I'm back. Just trust me, okay? I did not mean to plunge to my death there, okay? You just have to
Stanley
watch.
was so bad at following
just need to
directions,
watch.
it's incredible he wasn't fired
Alright,
years
wow,
ago.
The graphics look a lot better, well, obviously.
Look, there's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really?
Yeah!
In the middle of something, do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
You sound very
Why,
annoyed, narrator.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you.
You all
to show
smell
you
that?
something beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
Okay,
Let me
fine.
prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Sure, I'll give
Now
you a
listen
chance.
carefully, this is important.
Okay.
Stanley walked through the red door.
I like the color blue, though. Fine, I'll listen to you for this one, my
Oh, thank
friend.
God you are willing to listen to me.
Somewhat.
You see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time.
No.
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running. Just the
Why?
way
Am
we're
I
doing
stuck
right
in a loop?
now.
All right, this is the
Don't
loop.
you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
I stopped.
And
Okay.
I think I have a solution.
Tell me.
Here, let me show you.
Ooh, the darkness, the pitch black darkness. Can't see shit.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
What are we looking for? Indeed, narrator. Narrator, tell me, what do I want? What do you think I want? Oh, there's a door. What if I fell? I feel like I could fall down. Oh, wait, never mind. Now, what do you have to show me?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel...
You feel happy, but I feel like I'm in control.
I actually feel... No, wait. Where are you going?
I don't like it. I want to see what there is.
No. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Wait, this is just the same.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh, you sound so...
Please, Stanley, think... No!
Oh.
Oh, thank God. No.
This is pretty much the same.
No. What are
I'm
you
trying
doing,
to look for...
Stanley, please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
You know, all I hear right now, narrator, is wah. I have my own control in my life.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you... My God. Is this really how much you dislike my
so
game?
Sad.
That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
Pretty
You're
much.
literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Oh, hopefully. All right, bye. Oh wait, I'm still
Maybe
alive.
You're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Kind of hard to get along with the person who tries to manipulate my life now, isn't it?
This one is yours.
This one's mine. And finally, I get to reset. Here we go! Woohoo!
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it?
Yes, it's
I'm
going to
going
restart.
back.
Alright, so no new content for that one. Interesting. Am I playing something wrong? I'm playing the Ultra Deluxe Edition, so there's gotta be something. Alright, there's nothing... I'm trying to find new content. And I don't think I really pissed off the narrator just yet so far.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content!
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I don't know, you tell me. Huh. I think I finally found it. Oh? Oh? Not even the narrator knows the new content. Narrator, do you want to tell me something, pal?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Yep, that's
After
true.
receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Oh, now this is the shit. That's what I
The
like.
Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
New content.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
I am so
Oh,
excited.
well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
I am too, narrator. For once, we can finally agree on something.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Oh, you sound so excited too, buddy. Oh boy.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally,
okay.
at long last, it's on to the new content.
New content.
I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
I know. Finally, the narrator and I are finally agreeing on something.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if
I missed you.
Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Yes, give me the content.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh no, what is this? Alright, jumps remaining. New content, the jump circle, yay! I'm jumping. This content is just riveting. Oh boy. I did it! Oh, yeah,
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
I know. It has to be. Oh, let's go look for new content. Another elevator.
Goodness, another elevator.
I have
Stanley,
to agree.
I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
I have to agree on that.
It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this
I
is
don't
new
know, pal.
content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it.
We're back in the
I'm ready for
office.
whatever it is.
You know, you're starting to raise Max. Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar.
I know,
And don't get
goddamn
me
those
started on the
companies,
level of
bro.
craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact,
Ugh.
I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Really?
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could
yeah.
never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together.
But I
like
wanted new
always. What do
content.
you say, friend?
I wanted new. Oh, it just forces me to reset. Oh, something's a little different. Ooh, new content. New content.
Psst, Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
You gotta make it a little more low key. Fine, I'll go in. What do you got for me? Narrator, what new content or what surprise have you got for me? Where are we going? What?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well,
Yes.
It got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
What is this?
Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Oh, this looks beautiful.
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity.
Oh man,
Back
this
then,
game is just
it all
roasting
meant
everything,
something.
huh?
Oh, the waste.
Oh wow. Stanley demonstration. Oh wow, that's a lot. What is this hit though? Is there nothing? I like the music though. There's a piano out here, just okay.
Je suis dans la mémorisation.
Oh boy.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created."
I'm getting
Did
a
you
little
hear
worried.
that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A
No, I'm just
lifeless
wondering what's
husk
happening right now,
with
buddy.
An hour of new elevator content.
Ooh, where do I go? Original? What is this? Memory zone maintenance. I can't go through there? Okay. Oh. What do I do? What am I doing here? I mean, don't get me wrong. This place looks beautiful. Whoa. I'm still looking. I'm still looking for something.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice
is this
in
expansion
games,
just
and
all
one that
about
offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted
this
with in a
game is a
game.
definition of
9 out of
narcissism
10.
right
Don't
now.
you
Of course
get
I
it,
know it's
Stanley?
ironic, but
the
still.
game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
I agree. Now, how do I get through there? Hey. Hey! Are you playing around with me, huh? Oh, wait. This door's open. Wait, what? How do I get through? I want to get through! Ah, fine, we'll go back.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Ah.
What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Ooh, now it
What's
starts to
this?
look
What's
like...
down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam.
reviews.
The online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insight
emotions
that I
are getting out of
imagine
little
where I'd
bit
have
out of
the room to stick
control.
them.
Stanley, tranquilo. He's not gonna be tranquilo after
Okay,
this.
let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
Oh no.
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well,
Why don't you read this one? Why is it blurred out?
But maybe it wasn't.
I swear, we're gonna see the third
What an
one.
awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Hey.
the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I
Oh no, the
always
third review is gonna
remembered.
get him angry. Oh boy.
What's this one got to say?
Ah.
You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
Really now?
Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record.
What is
Only
it?
positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today,
What's
and it's
happening?
always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Oh.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant... Oh, you're back, you see? You were only frozen in time for a few minutes.
Oh, I
and
can't
was
press it
plenty of
again.
Time for me to deliver a long,
I can't
rambling
press it again.
monologue full...
Oh.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button.
What if I press
The
it
minute I
again?
start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to...
Oh no.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has
Oh,
been
no,
skipping
this is gonna
through
be the end here,
becoming
isn't it?
longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45
Oh,
minutes.
it's glowing. Oh,
It was
shiny.
unendurable
Button.
by... Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Why is the button so
You've
shiny?
just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting
Yeah,
longer,
but
but
it's so
they're
shiny.
really...
I love it.
Oh, Stanley, you're back.
How long has it been?
Back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
It's been a week.
Or 2 weeks.
But the button's
I've
shiny
been sitting
again.
here all that.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year.
It's been
Have
over
you
a
ever
year.
sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret.
Regret.
There is only...
Hey. Buddy? You there? Uh-oh. Oh, this is kind of a horror game, didn't it? I mean, narrator?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough.
I think-
They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review.
I'll press
and
this
make
button
all
once
of their
and let's see
pitiful
where it
demands.
takes us.
But
I
then,
think-
he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's
All right,
the
let's
inconsistency,
skip.
it's the lack of accountability.